running vest, we've got our phone, we've got the watch, and I'll explain what happened to it later. We've got the headphones, water bottle, key. This is all about endurance training, specifically for trail running, improving your trail running technique, some uphill and downhill breathing techniques, how to improve trail running. So gonna get into some few things. Hope you guys enjoy it. Nice and sunny, so we consumed 2 scoops of G1M Sport, so that gives us enough electrolytes and carbohydrates. But so right before my runs, I need stretching, like do it for about, say about 10 minutes or so. Try not to go above 15, because after that it's kind of just like overstretching, and I don't want to pull anything on the run. As timing for this run goes, we don't have any specific time. The trail I'm about to run is I believe it's a 2-mile loop. Every single lap is 2 miles. What happened to the watch was walking by something and the band just snapped, so that was pretty heartbreaking. Start with light pace. We got the phone, or we have the watch track that right there between 145 and 155 with the heart rate zone, and just gradually build. So starting off the first quarter mile, we're in zone 2 heart rate, and that's going to be between 119 and 138 beats per minute. This is basically a light jog. Your stride is going to be 2.25 feet distance apart. Breathing during this pace should be easy as well. Should be able to maintain a conversation or talk without breathing heavy. Not sure why I picked up speed for a minute on this mini stretch, but I did get up to zone 4. It's about 158 to 177 BPM, and once I hit the corner, came right back down to zone 2. Doing this isn't going to hurt your training. What I actually just did was incorporated a speed interval. It helps build your abs and overall endurance as a runner. So if there's ever time on a course or a trail where there's just a straight path, use that advantage to do a speed interval, and I guarantee you'll see results in your training overall. As you can see, we got a pretty long stretch. This is perfect for any type of speed training you want to do. You can do speed intervals as well on here because it's long enough. Perfect example of if you don't have access to a track, if you don't have access to a gym. This is a residential neighborhood. Like, it goes through a residential neighborhood and it also goes through the woods. Do that. There's really no excuse at the end of the day for endurance training because you can literally be anywhere. It just requires you to move. The remaining loop maintains zone 2. How I did that was through breathing technique, which is I breathe in and out. In zone 2, every 4 steps that I take. Every 4 steps I'm taking, I breathe in and I breathe out. This allows me to go further, slow / be in control of my breathing. Rather than breathing slower, I run a certain pace. I adjust my breathing to steady pace relative to my steps. Because if you're trying to hit certain time, you're not going to be running slower. You're going to want to run faster. The whole point in this is to make sure you're running faster, but breathing slower. Summary of the entire training session. First 2 miles down to lap 1 and lap 1. My second lap, lap 2, lap 2. My third and final lap is a combination of lap 3 and lap 4. With lap 1, it was a little bit slower because when I started, went at a very slow pace. In general, I was just trying to go slower. That's why I pace at 12:13. Lap 2, a little bit faster, just a tad. That's how you can see the 11:16 pace and the 10:24 pace. Last lap was a lot faster, and that's because I didn't have anything, wasn't carrying anything. Last 0.87 of it is 13:01 because it was a cool down. After that layout, you can see my last lap was by far the fastest. My body was in full go mode. My legs were feeling light. My second loop was slower, more in control. Loop was a combination of 3 zones, 3, 4, and 5. Zone 4 is majority 158 and 177 BPM. Zone 4 breathing. Breathing technique calmly and slowly in through my nose, out through my mouth. Sometimes I do just my nose, but I rarely do just my mouth. Right there, it allows my entire body to not just calm down, but focus on the task ahead of itself. I'll be the first one to tell you that this technique is definitely uncomfortable, but it works for what I'm trying to accomplish. By running faster and breathing slowly, put your body through what's called anaerobic threshold, the highest level of intensity you can sustain for a prolonged period of time. So that's exactly why this technique is so uncomfortable, because I'm running fast and I'm breathing slow. What you'll feel throughout your body is your core hurting, your breathing is smoother. So what do I mean? Core hurting equals building aerobic base, building abs. Breathing smoother equals not struggling to breathe. Final lap felt great. For a 9:43 to 9:46 pace, wasn't carrying anything, stopping, or letting anything get in my way for that matter. From start to stop. Steady breathing technique that allowed me to control my body and effectively hit my goal. So how was this done? Thanks to one of the best supplement companies in the world, I was able to fuel and supply myself with 2 scoops of BPN's G1M Sport, which is carbs and electrolytes, and I put that in a 16-ounce water bottle. I also did 10 minutes of stretching followed by self-myofascial release. Rolled the baseball on the bottom of my feet to avoid plantar fasciitis. Also did a warm-up the first 0.10 miles. Took 3 to 4 small sips of G1M in between my loop, taking no more than 5 minutes break in between the loops. You have to understand, it's hot, you're sweating, you want to stop, but at the end of the day, we've got marks to hit and goals to hit, and we can't stop that long. That's why we have to fuel ourselves properly, efficiently, and disciplinedly. Okay, and that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys like it, please smash the thumbs up button, heart button, depending on which platform you're watching this on. It's all about endurance. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. NoLimitFitness.org. Love to train you. All right, I'm out of here.